Welcome to the free monthly tarot scopes. Be sure to check your rising and moon for more details and visit VickieVerley.com for personal readings, decks, books, t-shirts, art, and more. Thank you for all your continued support, including donating, liking, commenting, sharing. Now without further ado, on to your free reading. Hello Sagittarius, and happy birthday to all you Sagittarius. I laid the cards out ahead of time just to save time because I've got a lot going on and I hurt my wrist and stuff, and so it's just to save time and make it easier. I will shuffle the animal totem live for you, but it's such a big thing. We've got a lot to talk about. Saturn's changing signs, so it's gonna move into your second house of money. So it's coming out of your first house. You've had the last few years with Saturn in your first house, Saturn in your sign, and it could have been pretty difficult for many of you. You know, it could be it's a learning experience, and you've made some major changes, and now you're going to see it move from you into your financial sector. And it can, people who Saturn in your second house, money's going to be tight. Not necessarily. You're going to, during the Saturn in the second, you usually are going to have some solid financial things put into place by the time we get over the next 3 years. But besides that, right now, happy birthday. Many of you have having your birthday in December. And secondly, you're having your new moon in your sign. You get one new moon in your sign every year, and it's coming up this month. And it's actually, new moon on the 18th. It's going to be on the 18th at 26 degrees of Sagittarius. Now that is that galactic center point. So this is huge, and this is a huge point of a download. This is a point where you can make magic happen. You could have so many magical insights and ideas, and I feel like it's so important to take a little time on that day to just light a candle, make a list, tune in, set your intention, because it's such a powerful day for everybody because it's the new moon on the galactic center. But especially because it's in your sign of Sagittarius, so important, so powerful, and it's your birthday. The day of your birthday usually is your solar return, give or take one day, and that's your solar new year. Not January 1st. Your birthday is your solar return. I have those year ahead charts too that are only $22 if you wanted to get one. It's very in depth for the entire year. I'm also offering the year ahead for a limited time, and the T-shirts on Amazon if they're available. There's been shortage problems with Amazon and the T-shirts, but hopefully they're cool. Check them out. Hopefully you can get one or buy one for a friend, for someone, for a gift. But let's look at these cards. First card out is Six of Rods. Six of Rods is triumph and victory. So you made it through Saturn in your sign. You've got through that. That's the worst is over for many of you. That said triumph, but I saw hump. Like you're over the hump. And let that happen with these cards. If you see stuff in them, let it happen. In your case, it does seem like it's some kind of financial thing is ironing itself out here. It's something that, it was a burden for many of you, but also it could have been two different things going on. Like maybe you had a mortgage and a house payment, a house payment and a car payment, and now the car's paid off, or you have this bill to pay and that bill to pay. And I feel like it's consolidated, or it's paid off, or it's like, oh, I'm done with that. Or even if I'm not done with that, I can see, I can see the end is within sight. I've come past this, over the hump. And he's looking at this finances. You do have the Two of Cups here, so the soulmate energy is going to be very prevalent. Now it's not showing a specific person. Well, this is you, by the way. There's a specific person showing up. We'll get to that, but this is you. But the soulmate card is there. So, it's the holidays for most of our viewers, right? It's the holiday season, and you will be connecting with friends and family, and it is a time of soulmate kind of stuff. So that's going on. May have to do though with this thing too. Like it may have been a joint venture that or the soulmate lets you off the hook. Or it may have been something that you were paying off together and you're done with it. It might have been two different people paying on it. And it's like, oh, we can breathe a sigh of relief. You're right here. Okay, this is you, whether you're male or female. This is the fire sign person. This is the Sagittarian. You are right in the middle of everything, the center of your universe, next to the Wheel of Fortune. So totally set your intention. It's so powerful and so important. Now, Wheel of Fortune is fate and destiny. It can be outside forces at work because it's, you know, the major arcana and, you know, luck and all that. Lady Fortune, or Lady Luck, I'm hearing. But it also is, you use that energy. You use that momentum. You use, it's the wheel of the astrology. Saturn's going into your second house. It's a good time to set up solid financial plans that are going to be long-lasting for a long period of time. This is, by the way, when I talk about second house and stuff like that, this more applies to Sag rising, but it can apply other ways. But the astrology stuff, this month more than ever, it's important to watch your rising signs. I'm talking about some astrology. Something, you were upset. I mean, this is a card of you were crying, you were upset, you were sad. It was just, you know, very upsetting. Crisis stands out, but it's okay. No matter what, it's okay. Some of you might have lost somebody this year. It might be the holiday season's rolling around, and there's that empty plate, you know, there's that empty spot at the table, the dinner table. But know that it's okay. That if that's the case, that they're not suffering. It's okay. They're there in spirit. They're over there watching over you. Maybe if that's the case, you might have even got some inheritance from them, and you might be feeling, you know, mixed feelings. So it's nice to have this money, but it's like, oh, they're dead or gone. You know, and that's not going to apply for everybody, but that is going to apply for some people. And this blanket really stood out to me too. So for some of you, there might be some kind of a quilt or a blanket or something that was special or reminds you of them, or maybe they even made it for you or something like that. So, you know, you've had, it's bittersweet. That's what I'm hearing. You know, there's some sadness, there's some regret, but don't turn your back on the sun. The sun is fabulous. The sun is joy. By the way, this is the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which is my own creation. I don't know if I mentioned that. The sun is just, you know, joy, happiness, brilliance, shining, glowing. It's the best card in the deck, and that's where you're at with your solar return and the new moon in your sign. You know, there's this focus of energy on you right at this time. It's your moment. You know, it's the timing. Everything's locked into place for you to just, you know, take this power and do whatever you want with it. This X is really standing out to me. So I don't know if it's X like your ex-partner, or is it X marks the spot? You know, I'm not sure. The High Priestess is down here too, so intuition is going to be right on. It's almost like don't dream the impossible dream. I'm going to write that down. Dream the impossible dream. We might have to look up those lyrics too. Because here's the two sides of it. There's your intuition. There's your innermost thoughts and feelings and the feel of it. You could feel it in the vibe, and then here it is expressed in the outer world. But, you know, this is the only thing that could get caught up in an obstacle is this, you know, this, having your head down. Pick your head up. Hold your head up. I gotta look up that one too, I think. Oh, they're giving me too much. Let's just do Dream the Impossible Dream really quick. Dream lyrics. Frank Sinatra, that's the one. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear the unbearable sorrow. Some of you had some sorrow. To run where the brave dare not go. To right the unrightable wrong, to love the pure and chaste from afar. To try when your arms are too weary, like me. To reach the impossible star. This is my quest. To follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far. Don't be hopeless. To fight for the right without question or pause. To be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. Ooh, I like that. And I know I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to rest. So if somebody's passed on, they're giving you a message that they are peaceful and calm. I'm sure of that. And the world will be better for this. That one man scorned and covers with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. Well, I don't think it's going to be all that hard for you to do. Like, this is like, you know, it's unreachable. I think it's going to be pretty reachable. You know, I think maybe it would seem that it was unreachable, and you know, it's hard with Saturn going through your sign is no fun. Okay, it's hard work. It's time to realign. It's time to get, like I said in another reading, it's time to get serious. You know, hold your head up lyrics. I want to just look that up real quick because all I can hear is the hold your head up. That's most of it anyway. If it ain't bad, don't let it get you down. You can take it. And if it hurts, don't let them see you cry. You can make it. Hold your head up high, blah, blah, blah. And if they stare, just let them burn their eyes on your moving. And if they shout, don't let it change a thing that you're doing. Yeah, I like that. Hold your head up high. I think that's the whole thing. And if they stare, yeah, that's it. Okay, so that wasn't too time consuming. Yeah, so hold your head up. This isn't a time to be, you know, down in the dumps or anything. This is a time to shine. This is absolutely a time to shine. Alright, let's pull your card from our Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. Please do check out my website for the year ahead. For a limited time, always really popular. You might want to get this solar astrology report. It's only 22 bucks. It's for the whole year. It's really in depth. It's like 60, 70 pages. Check out the t-shirts. Hopefully you'll get lucky and be able to order. I'm so bummed about the way this t-shirt thing's going because of the Amazon's, the way they handle it. It's just, there's not enough t-shirts. You know, they can't handle the demand. It's not from me, from everybody, you know, from holiday shopping and whatever. But hopefully, some people have been able to buy them, but they're pretty cool. And if you do, oh, I got more than one here. If you do get a t-shirt, don't forget to get one size up because they do run very small, okay? Okay, Sagittarius, what's going on here? Grasshopper. Leaps and bounds. Okay. Health, blessings, fertility, the gift of song. Inspired creations reveal your true spirit. Reincarnation. Discovering your soul path, advancements through leap and bound. Yeah, I'm sure I got a really, this is a specific message, but I'm feeling like when I saw that reincarnation, some of you that have lost somebody, they're going to come back into your family, or they'll be reincarnating soon. They used to say that was a thing. I think, I don't know where I read that, but it used to be with Scorpios, that if a Scorpio died in your family, then another Scorpio would be born. It's the reincarnation of that soul or something. And I know, you know, Eastern religions believe that strongly, but believe it or not, you know, it's not a, I'm not saying it's a hard, fast rule. I'm saying that that's going to apply to some people here. That somebody's lost somebody at the and it's the holiday time and you're missing them. I feel like in the upcoming year, there's going to be a pregnancy, and that's going to be that soul coming back into that same family. Now, of course, that's pretty specific. That's not going to apply to everybody, but it does apply to at least a few people out there. So they're coming back in to join the family again. Advancement through leaps and bounds, and that's a fact, Jack. I mean, that is a fact. With this, all this powerful energy, the new moon on the galactic center, your solar return, then we get into the solstice and Saturn changing signs. That kind of takes the pressure off you, takes the weight off of you. So it's a very powerful time for you guys, Sagittarius. So take advantage of it. I just heard don't sit on your duff. And that is definitely not anything I would say. So that came from somewhere else here. Yeah, get off your butt and leap into action with the grasshopper, right? Okay, grasshopper. Thanks so much for tuning in for the readings all this year. I didn't get to the lots of love this month because I've hurt my arm and I'm busy with the other year ahead readings. That's more important. And I may not even do them again in January, but by February I'll have it set up again. And I may go to a different provider other than Vimeo. I may try some other things, but we'll see. But I'm sorry I just couldn't get to it this month. Please check out the year ahead. My website, I've got decks, books, everything. You know, and if you see stuff in these words, note that. At least note it to yourself. Leave it in the comments. I love that when people see. I like to hear what happens because this is my deck. I like to it's kind of getting feedback on the deck as to what words that people are seeing and stuff. It's really cool to me. Have a great holiday season. Have a great birthday, a great solar return, a great new year, a great solar new year, a great new moon. This is a killer month for you. Saturn's off your back, you know. So you guys are really moving into some lighter, cooler energy. Fun abounds. Enjoy it, you know. Enjoy your family and friends during this holiday season. Remember your loving beauty incarnate. Thank you for everything you do, including donating, liking, sharing, commenting, purchasing my wares. This all keeps these monthly readings free. Have a great December, and I'll speak to you in the new year. We'll be talking the new year. Bye.